Hey y'all, ready for a reading? Let's get into it. So I call in our guides, angels, beloved dead, to bring through messages of the highest and best for this collective. What do we need to know today? Ooh, Two of Wands. What is on your horizon is what I want to say. What is on your horizon? What do you want to be on your horizon versus what is on your horizon already? There's a sense of really needing to think bigger, dream bigger here. Because you got the Chariot coming out, the Hierophant, the Devil, and King of Pentacles. So interesting. Yeah, there's a real need to kind of move forward, right? And with this Devil coming out, it's like you've been really overthinking this, second guessing it, but you know where you're at now is not where you want to be, right? And this is like a complete difference of feeling. Where you want to be versus where you are stuck at is what I want to say here. There's a real feeling of being stuck, right? You've got the Chariot as well as the Hierophant coming out reversed. So there's not a lot of forward movement here. So I'm really feeling that this could be strongly for career. It could also be for love. It could be for family. It could be just for life in general. Sometimes we have to do jobs that we necessarily don't like, but that doesn't mean that other parts of our life can't be more enjoyable for us. So there's a real sense of being stuck right now, really kind of being stuck and feeling almost like you're like in quicksand is what the feeling is for me. It's like you just can't, like, no matter how much you try to move this way, you try to move that way, it's like nothing is working out for you, right? And what is really blocking you is this Devil energy, is the ego, is the second guessing, is the kind of almost, I want to say, like an almost pessimistic thought that things can't get better, or you don't ever see how things could get better. And so what they're really bringing through is a real need to kind of really check your ego, is what I want to say. And ego isn't always that boastful, arrogant energy. Sometimes ego, most of the times, ego is what I would say for most people, is actually those thoughts that tell you that you're stuck, that you can't do something, that you're not good enough in some way. And so Spirit is really urging you to kind of like look at that at this moment. What stories are you telling yourself in your head? That's what I'm like super curious about right now, is like, what story do you have right now that's saying that you can't move forward or things don't ever work out for you? There's some kind of story here that is really kind of blocking all forward momentum, right? And so you know that you want to be in a different place than where you are currently. So there's this feeling of like not knowing how to get there, right? It's like you can kind of see it way off in the distance, but you're like, how the hell do I get there? There's no clear path, is what I'm seeing right now. It's not like it's a real easy journey from A to B. This is like from A to Z, and you can't see most of the letters in the middle there. It's like it's in a mist, right? And Spirit is really bringing through the idea that that is something also to be conquered, right? Of not knowing every exact step that's going to be in that journey. That is something that's really holding you back. It's like you won't even allow yourself to make some forward progress because you don't know what the 10 steps are ahead of it, you know? So there's a real sense of needing to kind of like just focus on the small things at the very beginning, because the small things are going to be how you accomplish the bigger things, right? Those bigger things are made up of tiny lots of little small things. So you're kind of really feeling that this is not the place for you, right? The Hierophant reversed. It's this feeling of this is not where you're supposed to be, but also you don't know how to get past it. You don't know the path forward. And then you've got King of Pentacles coming out here, which is really interesting. It's like, again, there's a feeling of there being prosperity, there being wealth, there being flow. on the other side of this block. But it really all comes down to the devil, right? It all comes down to the devil. And you don't trust yourself enough, is what I'm kind of hearing at this time, right? And that trust is built through taking those steps. So again, it's like you're sabotaging yourself by not allowing yourself to take those steps, right? You know where you want to be, and it ain't where you are right now, okay? So you just got to take those small little baby steps that it might be like, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing this for. I don't see how it could possibly lead to anything else. But it's like a loosening of energy is kind of what I'm feeling right now. There needs to be a loosening of energy. And some of those steps that you make might be mistakes, might be missteps, but it's only in taking those steps that you're actually going to be able to find those things, right? Because otherwise you'll never know that that step wasn't for you until you've stepped on it, until you've taken it. And then you're like, oh shit, I don't like this as much as I thought I would. That is a learning process. And so it's like there's a story in your head that you have to get it right perfectly, is what I'm hearing. And again, this all goes back to that ego that's just trying to keep you safe, but is kind of running the show right now. And it really needs to be in service to your higher self, right? That's what I'm hearing right now. It needs to be in service to your higher self. So let's get some clarification on what else we need to do to move past these blocks. I'm really feeling it's mostly that devil energy, that ego, that small-mindedness that is keeping you small, that is keeping you stuck. And don't take that badly when I say small-mindedness. It's just thinking about the small things, sweating the small things is what I want to say here. Whoa, that was a lot of cards. That was too many. Okay, let's see what else wants to come out. I got lots of jumpers, man. Okay, Page of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, the Tower, the Moon. Yeah, so this is going to involve some new work for a lot of you guys, right? Again, this could be career, this could even be love, depending on how you're coming across this, what you're going on through personally, because this is a collective reading. It'll mean different things for different people. But it's like the work that you've been doing, the things that you have been sharing, right, are not in alignment, is what I'm hearing. It's like there's something that's not in alignment. There's again, it's like that sense of like knowing where you want to be and seeing where you are now. It is not in alignment. Okay, so there's a real recalibration that has to take place, and it might be something that you fought against. It's what I'm hearing. It's like something that you were fighting against, but it's like, don't fear the change of the wind, right? Don't fear the winds of change. Yeah, don't fear the winds of change, because that is like sweeping everything out, right? That is absolutely going to sweep everything out. And it's true that you won't know where this ends, right? You've got the moon coming out here. It is kind of the unknown, but there's a lot of trust that you have to have in taking a step into the unknown. So that's what spirit really wants you to do, is like trust yourself, trust spirit, trust those little steps that you've been getting, and when you follow them step by step, you're going to end up in a whole new place. Okay, so if you're feeling stuck right now, just know that things are shifting, things are recalibrating for you, and where you are now does not define you. Okay, what defines you is your ability to move forward and to put the faith and that trust in yourself and in spirit. Okay, that's what defines you. So just know that you're here for a reason, right? This is, they're showing me almost like a test, a learning lesson here. And just know that you have everything that you need to ace this fucking test, okay? You got this shit. Just take those steps, okay? Take those steps and realize that you're never stuck, okay? You're just in recalibration mode, all right? I'm going to leave it there. This was beautiful. I will see you next time. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do so through the link in my bio. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Be blessed.